born in Africa. Not like he cared or he really wanted to be in Africa. But John was born to a family of craftsmen. John had a very rough beginning. John was a pure water hawker on the streets of Mushin in Lagos. But luckily for John, John got a privilege to go to school and learned a craft. John had a skill in his hand. And that skill gave John a privilege in the room. John became a photographer, traveled around the world. His dream was actually to travel around 36 states of Nigeria. He was praying so hard about it. I want to travel around Nigeria. I just want to see Nigeria. But John ended up traveling to over 80 countries in the world. John sat down in rooms with presidents. John met President Obama. John met President Biden. John met President Trump. And today, John is building one of Africa's biggest storytelling agencies. John is making a difference. John has a craft in his hand and is building a future for himself through this craft. This is John. My name is Bayo Omoboriowo, and I am John. But today, don't worry about clapping. Today is not about me. Today is about the many Johns in the room here. Today is about many Johns in Africa. Today is about the little people in every corner of our streets looking for hope. Africa, is it time? Is it time we begin to rethink learning? Is it time we begin to rethink the kind of things that we fuel our minds with? They say education is the future. Education is the future. But the kind of education we are putting inside ourselves, is it relevant for the Africa of today? We need to ask ourselves this question. Is it producing the kind of people that are ready to build this continent? We have the statistics. 40% of Nigerians are poor. Africa is poor. Unemployment. We need jobs. Poverty is everywhere. But is it not time we come into the room and ask ourselves, what do we need to do? Each and every one of us in this room, we have capacity within us. We are boxing ourselves in a room. We are asking ourselves for a solution that we already have. This solution is inside of us. And where do you start from? Crushing your obstacles. I woke up this morning, I got dressed, and I said I was going to wear this to speak. And then I realized that the lace of the knicker I was wearing, I didn't leave Abuja with it. And then I thought to myself, creativity is creativity. How do I invent? How do I innovate? And I said, how do I create an impression in the room? I saw these ladies just at the back here, and I brought them. I said, well, immediately after your performance, sit down. Life is all about solving problems. We've gloated about problems so much in Africa. We sit down and glorify problems the government did not do, my father did not do, my mother did not do, my friends did not do. What are you doing? It is time for us to start asking ourselves, what are the solutions to the problem we envisage? The learning that we've been learning is not producing the Africa we want, and it's now time to rethink learning. What is this learning? What are we learning? It's time for us to start taking advantage of our peculiarities. It's time we leave the days of raw materials and we take them from ideas to products to industries. It's time we move and start asking ourselves, what can we create with what we have? Local solution to local problems. This is from Bauchi. If I put a logo on it and say this is Gucci, and I take it to Oxford Street, they will buy it. But why can't we think of converting the product, the raw materials in our hands, to build something that can elevate Africa? We leave it in raw materials. Would we continue to complain or we continue to find solution? It's time we leverage our unique abilities. In Africa here, we have leather. We ship leather, take leather from Nigeria and take it to Spain, take it to Italy. They convert it to bags, and then we bring it back to Nigeria. In the same way with mineral resources, we take it out, they produce it, they bring it back to us. Why can't we produce? And I came here to inspire your mind to think. The picture up on the screen is the picture of a leather maker yesterday. Just here. Why can't we go as young people to these places and ask ourselves, how do we innovate differently? How do we rethink learning? How do we apply the learnings to solving problems? This is what education should be about. At Tikera Africa, we are making a difference. We are building the next generation of creative unicorns. People who would not give excuse for their yesterday, but would take advantage of their today to build a better tomorrow. Where the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. You can take advantage of the unique platforms we have. AI is taking over the world. Technology is disrupting. But nobody can take away our voice. Nobody can take away our music. Nobody can take away our leather. We take wood from Nigeria, we take it to China, they process it, they send it back to us in form of furniture. We sit on it. Why can't we process? At Tikera Africa, we are building the next generation of creative unicorns. We are incubating the change makers who would make a difference. We are building the Africa we truly want. And how are we doing it? We are helping them to relearn. We are helping them to rethink education. We are upskilling them. We are retooling them for the future they deserve. We created an incubator where anybody can come in, open door, 24 hours. You can come into this space and learn whatever skill you are passionate about. We will give you the space. We will give you the tool. We will give you the equipment. We will give you the materials. We will give you everything you need, including funding, to build the future you want. But we won't help you build. We need you to come in and build. And this, for me, is the definition of education. How do we begin to think as a different approach to solving the problems that we've identified? And we started already. In 2017, I rented a 3-bedroom apartment in Mabuchi in Abuja. And I brought several creatives together and said, stay in this space. I furnished the whole space and said, come and stay here with my own resources. And I said, be here together, work together, collaborate together, form a community. And this community bettered greatness. 95 to 99% of these guys today are legends in Africa. And what is it? We chose to make a difference. And we expanded that further and got a space in University of Lagos. And we said we need to build a space that we can accommodate more persons inside this. Today we have Benita, who is one of Nigeria's leading creatives. She was incubated in that room in Mabuchi. Today we have Taibat, who now owns and runs an agency. She was incubated in that space. What am I trying to say? In essence, it's time for us to start rethinking community. It's time we start bringing each other together. The way Africa will move is that we build communities. Community of transformers. Community where creativity is celebrated, where we use our unique advantage to our advantage. We can't continue to produce talents for the world. It's time we produce talents for ourselves. The future is now. It's time for us to start thinking to ourselves, how do we convert opportunities? How do we take advantage of opportunities and convert it to something tangible? And that thing is there. It's there on your street. It's there in the wood that was dumped beside your house. It's there in that fabric that you don't think makes sense. It's there in the woman that does tie and dye, which should transfer that knowledge to the young generation. And let's stop looking for white-collar jobs. The collar is no longer white. It's time to get dirty. Africa, wake up. John, wake up. We can't continue to fold our hands and think salvation is coming from anywhere. Now they're telling us, go back to where you're coming from. Why? Because we've not placed ourselves where we belong. We've not leveraged on our own unique advantages. I came to just challenge our minds. I came to tell you that the future is possible. We are doing it at Madhouse already, where a young man that studied biology took fabric and used microscope to identify microorganisms. Now he has taken the microorganism, the pattern, and is using it to make fabrics now. And that guy is about to travel around the world. It was incubated by Tikera Africa. At Tikera Africa today, we are raising legends who are now ready to take over the world, who would not look at their yesterday, but would make the best use of today to bet a better tomorrow. The future is possible. I came here to tell you, John, oh John, stop sleeping. Africa, it is time. And that time begins with you. Thank you very much.